This broadcast is partnered by BetterSleep, one of the world's top-rated sleep apps designed to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. I've never been a consistent sleeper. These days, I rarely get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and I usually wake up feeling like I barely rested. So I decided to try BetterSleep for a few nights, and honestly, it really helped me. One standout feature is the sleep recorder. I had no idea how much I was tossing and turning, or that I even snored when I sleep until I played it back. That kind of feedback is super helpful. But what really hooked me were the sounds. I love the water sounds, rivers, lakes, rain, and many others that instantly help me stay calm. And the background music? Incredibly relaxing. It's not just great for sleep, it's perfect for meditation too. You can mix and match over 300 sounds and create your own vibe, whether it's white noise, ASMR, or ambient soundscapes. So if you're like me and you struggle with sleep, head over to trybettersleep.co/Alyx and start your 7-day trial for free. Sleep is a crucial part of your overall health, and if you're not getting the rest you need, it can seriously impact your physical and mental well-being. So don't wait. Download the BetterSleep app and start getting the rest you deserve today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have an honest conversation about the WWE following SummerSlam. Because to me, something just feels way too off about these shows. Let's talk about it right here in Alyx's World. Hello all and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host Alyx, just Alyx, and this is supposed to be your WWE Friday Night SmackDown review, discussion, recap show. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the real topic though. WWE, something's off. Something's off. Let's get right to it. We've been feeling it for a while. I've been feeling like something's been off, honestly, since WrestleMania, right? But what do we always say? After WrestleMania, there's that lull period. They don't do as much storytelling or don't try to do much because we're coming off the high of telling these long-term stories, right? Now we're just taking a break. We're taking it easy. And so you let it go. When we get to SummerSlam or we get around SummerSlam, we pick things back up. Why does it feel like we never came out of that lull period? That's what it feels like to me. It feels like we're still in that post-WrestleMania cool-down period, and we just got past SummerSlam. It feels like SummerSlam never came. But it happened literally last weekend. Right? I don't know what's been going on with WWE, but things have just not been hitting. Things are just not quite there. Not last weekend, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks from tomorrow, if anything else. And I've been letting it go. I've been kind of just not addressing it on purpose, deliberately. You guys have. I've seen your comments, not just here on YouTube, not just in the live chat, but also on social media, Twitter, Facebook, even on TikTok. You guys have been saying, yo, WWE, something's not right, something's not kicking. This show feels off, right? And I ignored it. I'll be honest with you. I'll be transparent. I blew it off because, well, like I said, low period, but also there's always been that side of me that's like, eventually, they're going to kick things into gear. Triple H has his finger on the pulse deliberately. He sends us into these lull periods because he's setting us up for something big to happen, right? And I think it's time for me to admit that the big thing that I'm waiting for is just not coming. Because I think Triple H might have, how do I put this? He probably doesn't have his finger on the pulse as much as I thought he did. Because if Brock Lesnar was supposed to be this big storyline moment that we were all building to. You turned John Cena heel at the Elimination Chamber, one of the biggest moments ever. The Rock joining up with John Cena. We're going to forget about the rapper. Sorry. We got to do it. But that moment at Elimination Chamber was groundbreaking. Legendary moment. Might be the biggest moment in 2025. One of the biggest moments in WWE history. You did all that just for John Cena to go back to being a babyface months later and then have Brock Lesnar come in to beat him up. What? That's your payoff? That's your payoff. And now, what is John Cena doing? He's just a nostalgia act. He's just coming in to say hello, have a couple of matches, one with Logan Paul, another with Brock Lesnar. Apparently that's happening at Bad Blood, which is taking place on the same weekend as All Out. I hate that. We'll talk about that later. And then what? Who's he going to fight after that? After he loses to Brock Lesnar, he's not going to beat Brock Lesnar. Is he just going to come in and say hello and leave? They were in the TD Garden tonight. Boston. Nothing. No John Cena. He had a video package. That is so weird. I'm sorry. I cannot get over this idea that they turned him heel for nothing. For literally nothing. And that's just the John Cena storyline. Think about what's going on with R-Truth right now. So R-Truth, who by the way, fell into something that was golden. They didn't want him. They were going to let him go. They weren't going to renew his contract. They told the world about it. R-Truth told the world. Massive fan backlash. Right? Massive fan backlash. They brought him back, had all this momentum. And I said, you could make him a world champion. You can take this all the way to the top, make him a world champion. Right? What happened? They brought him back, and now he's back to being silly, goofy R-Truth. Although tonight we saw a little bit of that serious R-Truth. But even that kind of pisses me off, where it's like, all right, what is he, serious or is he playful? You can't be both. Because those are two extremes that I'm not a fan of, unless he has a dual personality gimmick, which he can probably make work. Pick a side. Is he serious or is he not? Personally, I would love for him to still be serious and still be mad at John Cena. Like, you can turn R-Truth heel. That's a storyline right there. I can get invested in that. John Cena goes back to being a babyface. R-Truth goes heel. R-Truth is now John Cena's darkest reflection. Right? You can do something with that. There's got to be something we can do that's compelling. Because right now, John Cena, nothing compelling. It's his last year, right? It's his last year to come in, say goodbye to the fans, and there's that. R-Truth, nothing compelling. Okay, what's going on with the tag team division? I mean, again, the best part of SmackDown right now is the tag team division, but there isn't a direction for the tag teams. The wrestling's great. The wrestling's amazing across the board. When it comes to the tag team division, this is great wrestling. But I get great wrestling everywhere. Great wrestling isn't just exclusive to WWE. I turn on TNA, great wrestling. MLW, great wrestling. NXT, great wrestling. AEW is known for having great wrestling. But very similar to AEW, what AEW is lacking is storylines, compelling storylines, and storytelling. I'm now seeing that problem with WWE. And that scares me because WWE is supposed to be known for compelling storylines and storytelling. What did we get tonight that was compelling? What did we get tonight that was compelling? Drew McIntyre came out. Talked about how he kicked Cody Rhodes' head into the table and how he gaslit everybody about, well, Cody attacked me and that's why I kicked him in the head. What? Are we serious, right? You have all of this story that you could tell with Drew McIntyre basically selling his soul to get a shot at that WWE Championship. Years upon years. Remember, the last time he touched a world title, he lost it just like that to a cash-in. Now, that was the World Heavyweight Championship. The WWE Championship, he hasn't had since, dear God, Bobby Lashley? Right? Bobby Lashley, right? Bobby who? Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute since he held that belt. You have all this story to tell, and that's what you go with? Like, if he's getting a shot at the WWE title, I'm assuming at Clash in Paris, right? Clash in Paris, maybe they'll push you off to Bad Blood. Either way, you gotta give me a lot more than, well, Cody attacked me first. What? No, that ain't compelling whatsoever. That ain't gonna work for me. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, the idea, I like. What they're doing with it, I see nothing compelling about that. I like the idea of this friendship being on tempered ground. The legs not being all that strong. Like, you feel like the bottom is going to cave out anytime when it comes to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, right? You can tell, all right, they're friends for now. How long is this going to last? Like, that's the tension. That's the tension, right? And the idea is they're supposed to be so likable as baby faces to where you don't want that, right? You're supposed to love them so much to where it's like, oh man, I don't want these guys to break up, man. I don't want these guys to break up. I don't know. They're not hitting it. And I look at someone like Chelsea Green, and I go, man, like, why is Chelsea Green still stuck in the mid-cards? Chelsea Green should be going for the women's title. Tiffany doesn't have an opponent right now. Why isn't Chelsea Green going for her? If it was up to me, and I'm serious right now, if it was up to me, Chelsea Green would be the women's champion. Chelsea Green would be the women's champion right now, not Tiffany Stratton. No offense to Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton is great inside the ring, but you know who's also great inside the ring? Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is the full package. She's great inside the ring, and she's a great character, and she knows how to tell a story, and she knows how to get people over. She understands in-ring psychology. Why isn't she going for the women's championship? I guarantee you, when they start pushing her for that women's championship, fans are going to get behind her. Because Tiffany has nobody. They have Tiffany talking to Kiana James. That's Julia's manager. Wait, Julia is the women's United States champion. And you're already teasing a match between her and Tiffany Stratton? What? Is there literally no one for either of these women? You have two sets of women's titles. And now you're about to do the same thing I got on AEW for. I hammered AEW for doing Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. Why would you do that? Now WWE is turning around doing the exact same thing. You have a full roster of women. Why are you not using that, using these two championships to develop these rosters? You got Mia Yim over here trying to get Julia's attention. She's being treated like a goddamn jobber. That's pissing me off. Izzy said it. The reason why they won't push Chelsea Green is because they know fans will get behind her. What does that say about Tiffany Stratton? Exactly. Jade Cargill's not doing anything. Nia Jax showed back up. She looks great, by the way. But she showed back up, and I'm like, so what? We're going to do Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax again? No, thank you. The most egregious thing about this show. Sami Zayn. Can we talk about Sami Zayn for a hot second? What the fuck are they doing with Sami Zayn? They were building this guy up to be a world champion. That was the direction. He had a direction. He was already on a path on Raw to be a world champion, right? That was his direction. That was a direction I was invested in. I want to see Sami Zayn be a world champion. Matter of fact, I still might have him, but I had Sami Zayn as the number one pick to win the Royal Rumble. You know what? He still might win it, but if he wins this U.S. Championship, I don't know. But now that he's on SmackDown, now I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what the hell they're getting ready to do. They might still go with Sami Zayn. We can still do Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins for WrestleMania. That, to me, should have been the match. That should be the match they're doing. Because I'm sick and tired of Sami Zayn going for these mid-card titles. Enough. JJ Bulldog said Sami Zayn isn't a main event player. He's not a main event player, you're right, because they're not booking him like one. He has all the tools to be one. He just requires the right story and the right storytelling. Sami Zayn could easily be a world champion. And don't sit there and tell me that that's impossible. The problem is they don't book him like it. They're not booking him like a main event player. That's where we're having the problem. And it's not just something we're seeing on SmackDown. Raw's a little bit better. But Raw's not that better, not that much better. I'm sorry. Unless you're Seth Rollins and CM Punk and Roman Reigns, what are you doing on Raw? I like the fact that LA Knight's being pushed into the main event scene. That's at least something. They're giving a lot of attention to Braun Breaker. Thank you. Bronson Reed is the Shula Fala. Interesting work. The stuff with Bayley, they're giving Bayley some type of a direction. So, when you see little things like that, you go, okay, so you can do storytelling. You understand the concept of giving someone a direction, letting us know what's getting ready to happen. That's how people get invested. So why aren't we seeing that across the board? Why are we not seeing that across the board? I don't give a fuck if you make this guy a world champ. I don't give a fuck if you make this woman a women's champ. I'm not about that shit. Guys, I'm in my fucking 30s now. Okay? I don't got time. I don't got time to be complaining about this guy winning a world title, this woman getting a championship. It's all a strap. It's just a goddamn piece of leather. Okay? At the end of the day, this shit is scripted. It's a television show. If I'm going to watch it, if these guys are going to sacrifice their bodies for our entertainment, 300 days a year, breaking their bodies, breaking their backs, injuring themselves, getting away from, Jesus Christ, getting away from their families, missing graduations, missing weddings, missing great opportunities to bond with their friends, barely having time, barely having a home life, unless they get injured. Make it worth the damn. Make it worth the damn. And as of lately, all this money that WWE is garnering, I had to spend $250 per ticket. Total of $500 to go to Monday Night Raw here in Houston. All this money that we're giving you, the least you can do is give these guys a fucking reason to be there. Some kind of a direction. Some kind of a reason. I'm not asking you to give me a 5-star classic match every single week. I'm not asking you to bring back the NWO, to bring back the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era's gone. It went away in the 90s, early 2000s. It's gone. If you want me to stop talking about it, give me another reason to do it. Enough of this bullshit. WWE has been skirting by off the backs of Cody Rhodes, off of Seth Rollins, off of CM Punk, and luckily you got Brock Lesnar back. Because The Rock can't be bothered to show the fuck up. And yes, I know The Rock is trying to get his Hollywood career off the ground. I respect what The Rock is doing, if you smell what he's cooking. But you have an obligation to WWE, primarily. John Cena's not going to be here after December. He's out the door. In my eyes, he's gone. Nostalgia Act be damned. Kinda wish he would have stayed to heel. At least that would have been compelling. But yeah, we want to cheer John Cena. We want to cheer John Cena as a babyface. Okay, there, he's a babyface. Are you guys excited about that? Who's talking about that? Who has been talking about John Cena being a babyface? You got it, and now people don't give a fuck. It really bothers me that we are at a point with WWE now where it feels like they're just okay with coasting because they feel like they're made of Teflon. It's this idea that they're making money hand over fist and they're going to do it no matter what. They sold out the TD Garden tonight. They sold it out. It was just a regular episode. This episode of SmackDown did nothing. You could have skipped it and you would have been fine. Were there some things that you could have, you could say was storyline advancement? Sure, the stuff with Miz and Melo, Carmelo Hayes and Miz, which by the way, they just stopped doing out of nowhere. Miz just went away, now he's back. Weird as hell, but anyways. They're doing this storyline where Carmelo Hayes wants to grab the United States Championship and Miz is strong-arming him into a tag team because Miz feels like without Melo, he doesn't mean anything. Yeah, easy story to follow. I like it. It works. A great way to turn Melo into a babyface. Keep Miz as the villain that he needs to be. Because Miz is realizing that his time is almost up, like John Cena. And he's riding the coattails of Carmelo Hayes. Right? That's going to turn into a feud later. I like that. I like that. We also have, I'm trying to be fair here. What else was good about SmackDown? Was that the only thing that was noteworthy? I'm blanking on what else was noteworthy. The fact that that was the only noteworthy thing about this episode bothers me. Because that main event didn't do anything. This Solo Sikoa and the MFTs. You know what? I almost feel bad because I gave WWE credit for turning Solo Sikoa into a comedy act. Right? But then they decided, oh, all right, since y'all like him this way, we're going to push him hard like this. And now it's like, no, that's not what we wanted. You're over pushing him again. Guys, Solo Sikoa being a top heel doesn't work. It doesn't work. Stop trying to make him a top heel. Because every time you make him a top heel, it kills the interest of the show. Drew McIntyre all day, every day. You got Aleister Black sitting right there. That should be your top heel. But we're giving all this TV time to Solo Sikoa. Why? Why? Guys, it doesn't work. He doesn't generate heat. No one cares. And instead of using Sami Zayn as a main event player, maybe use him as some kind of a jumping pad, launching pad, or use someone else as a launching pad to launch him. We're sticking him in the mid cards. Like Sami Zayn is just doing this. This has been Sami Zayn for what feels like 2-3 years now, right? Since WrestleMania 39. When Sami Zayn went out to Roman Reigns in 2023, I said, this feels right. No, make him a world champion. But everyone was like, not yet, not yet, not yet. Keep him in the mid cards. Go for the tag team titles. Okay, fine. And he's just been there doing this. People like Chad Gable can't get that opportunity. Carmelo Hayes, unless the Miz is on TV, can't get that opportunity. You get the lucky ones like Braun Breaker. You'll get Jacob Fatu, who, let's just be real, Jacob Fatu has more main event potential than Sami Zayn does. I'll give you that. So all the people saying Sami Zayn isn't a main event player, Jacob Fatu agrees with you. But anyways, it really does make me upset that they're not really trying to give us any kind of compelling stories. They're so arrogant. It's not even confidence. It's arrogant that you're going to watch anyways. Is Triple H wrong? Is Triple H wrong for being arrogant that you're going to watch anyways? Because he's on his yacht. He's on vacation with his wife. I saw the photos. He went on vacation with his wife to Greece. Good for him. Good for him. At the very least, can you make this show halfway compelling, please? Because I'm letting you know right now, Ain't nothing compelling about SmackDown. Not a single thing about this show is compelling. Do they have stories? Yes. Are there inklings of storytelling? Yes. You can say the same thing about Raw. But nothing about WWE is at all compelling. Nothing. The only thing compelling that they've done, quite honestly, was Seth Rollins faking an injury. That to me felt like, okay, WWE has something. I'm just saying. Now the follow-up, we'll see. But it really does upset me that we're not treating this like how it should be treated. I think Triple H, and I said this before, Triple H is booking WWE like it's NXT. When you had NXT, you had major storylines happening sporadically, right? When you have 4 major pay-per-views a year. Well, takeovers. Not pay-per-views, but takeovers. Maybe 5. Okay, you can take your time. Especially when it's only 1 hour a week. You can take your time and spread these stories out here and there. Right? You don't have that luxury anymore, Triple H. You don't have 1 hour a week. You have 5 hours a week. Well, 4.5. Because SmackDown went back to 2 hours. Raw is 2.5. So 4.5. If you watch NXT, that's 6.5. But Triple H specifically, you have 4.5 hours a week. You can't book this shit like it's a 1 hour show. Giving us small doses of storyline advancement. We'll do the tag team division this week. Okay, we'll do the main event this week. Okay, we'll do the women's division this week. Okay, we'll do the tag team division this week. Okay, we'll do a little bit of Asuka and Io Sky this week. We'll do a little bit of Bayley this week. I didn't mention Asuka and Io Sky. Forgot about that. That was on me. Sorry. You gotta do a better job of balancing it out. And this is where I would advise, I'm just a guy with a webcam. I don't run WWE, but if we're running into a problem where Triple H isn't able to book more storylines in between the major ones, he needs to bring someone else. He has a full staff of storytellers. He has a creative team. Unlike AEW. Yeah, AEW has a creative team. There is no creative team with AEW. It's Tony Khan. Triple H has an actual creative team. You need more stories. You need more stories. Well, you need more compelling stories. How about that? And you need to do a better job of having your finger on the pulse. Triple H has his crew. You know, he has his favorites. You can just tell by watching the show who he likes and who he doesn't like. He loves Sami Zayn. Oh, he loves him some Sami Zayn. I love me some Sami Zayn. But my problem is, he loves Sami Zayn as a mid-carder. I want Sami Zayn to be a world champion. And I'm kind of sick and tired of Triple H not seeing that. He loves him as a mid-carder. He's a much better talent than a mid-carder. He's a main event player. He loves him some Seth Rollins. I love me some Seth Rollins, but Jesus Christ. Can we do something different with this guy? Like, I feel like, in terms of his character, there hasn't really been much advancement in Seth Rollins' character. No kind of change whatsoever. He loves him some CM Punk. Who doesn't love CM Punk? Solo Sikoa. I don't get it. Chelsea Green. I get it. I get Chelsea Green. Tiffany Stratton. I somewhat understand. Lara Valkyria. I somewhat understand. Nikki Bella. Why? Okay, I'm being a jerk. I'm being a jerk when I say that. No, for real though. You could tell who are his favorites based off of who's getting most of the TV time. And right now, they padded the show out so well, they're able to hide their lack of storytelling, their lack of interest amongst the crowds, because they're still getting a lot of people come in. But if they don't change anything soon, all of this momentum's going to die out, right? People brought up Karrion Kross. Yes, we want Cross chance tonight during the Sami Zayn segment. Sami Zayn came out instantly. We want Cross chants. And it was loud. By the way, I saw his interview with Ariel Helwani. And my biggest thing with Karrion Kross is this, because a lot of people are saying he's gone. Why are we still calling him Karrion Kross? Shouldn't he be called Killer Kross? Why is he still advertising himself as Karrion Kross? Right? The documentary, he was Kevin, but he went as Karrion Kross. They're still selling Karrion Kross t-shirts. If he's gone, why doesn't he just go by Killer Kross? Also, his interview with Ariel Helwani really bothered me. Not in like a bad way, but he talked about his contract situation. He talks about how, and follow me here. They offered him a contract. Yes, they offered Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, a contract. But it was after he lost to Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. And then they told him, you have 24 hours to accept this contract or we will rescind it. What? Who does that? That's never happened before. Yes, WWE will tend to give you a contract when you're about to leave, right? That's happened before millions of times. But they never say you either accept it or we rescind it in 24 hours. No, they give you a contract and then say when you're ready to come in, here you go. I've never heard a story where they give someone a contract and then say, you have 24 hours to sign it. Otherwise, it's null and void. What? And then watch this. They only wanted him. No contract for Charlotte. Now, he did talk about how they would have gone to her afterwards, but then I'm like, no. They know that you guys are a package deal. They know that. When you first came in, they signed you together on NXT. Right? When they released you together. When they brought you back together. In 2022, they brought you back as an item. There was never a point, and I mean this, there was never a point where, okay, we're going to bring in Karrion Kross, and then we're not going to bring Matt Scar. That doesn't happen. And so, when he's talking about this, and I'm hearing him say this, I can't help but in the back of my head go, they either don't really see the value in this guy, and they think he's dog shit, or this is a work. Now we got Jordan Williams say, Alyx, please take off your tinfoil hat. If this is a work, this is the dumbest work ever. Well, how is this any different than R-Truth? How's it any different? R-Truth got released. We thought he was gone. They brought him back when the fans got the backlash. I don't trust anything. Matter of fact, I'm seeing multiple people speculate that this will work too. Daz nearly say Scarlett. My bad, Scarlett. I've been saying Charlotte. I meant Scarlett Bordeaux. But hold on for a minute. Why would you guys think it's not a work, though? So, wait a minute. Hold up. You guys just saw them working with Seth Rollins. You just saw them working with R-Truth. R-Truth wasn't a work. I think they actually got rid of him. Then fan backlash. Then they brought him back. But, no, like, they literally worked you with Seth Rollins. Why would you think they wouldn't work you with Karrion Kross? Now, I'm not ruling out the fact that it's probably real. Okay. If it's real, that was a shitty way to let him go. Like, really think about that. If this is real, you have to admit that's a shitty way to get rid of somebody. Hey, Karrion Kross, you either sign this or we're we're going to rescind it in 24 hours. What? And you guys are saying they did that to him because they don't see any value in him. The fans are chanting, we want Cross. Okay. Hey, y'all said I was crazy when I said Seth Rollins hurting himself at Saturday Night's main event. That looked like a work. I smelled that coming from a mile away. I remember, don't sit there and act like y'all didn't give me a hard time over that. Y'all did. Some of y'all did. Others, you were right there with me. Some of y'all gave me a hard time over our truth. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all can doubt me all you want, but I've been pretty on point when it comes to WWE. Okay? I have a feeling that we'll see Karrion Kross again in WWE. I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. I can't talk to you. I can't tell you what things have been happening because I'm not a fly on the wall. I'm not a fly on the wall. When Karrion Kross lost to Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, I did kind of feel like, well, that's it. That's it. He's gone, right? That felt like, okay, well, there's nothing else for him to do. He's on his way out the door. Bye. Right? Now, I don't know. The documentary, his interview with Ariel Helwani, I think he's coming back. I feel like one way or another, he is going to come back. The problem is, getting back to what I was complaining about, if he comes back, what is he going to do? He's going to go back to being a mid-card jobber? Someone that loses to everybody? No, if they bring Karrion Kross back, make him a main event player. And I'm serious about that. If you're going to bring back Killer Kross, he needs to be pushed as a main eventer. Because I'm already kind of upset with how you treated R-Truth. Bring him back, make it worth his while. Because I'll give you this. I'll give you this. If the plan is to bring him back to be a mid-carder, don't bring him back at all. Don't bring him back. Let him go be a main event player in TNA for all I care. Hell, AEW will push him as a main event player. I'm just saying, y'all, maybe we should be a little bit more open-minded to being worked a lot more than we think we should be. I know y'all think that certain things are impossible. I think by this point, guys, you should be a little bit more smarter when you read these stories. If it's possible to be a work, more than likely it is. Now, maybe he is gone. Maybe Karrion Kross is just finishing up his deal. But we'll see.
There is no Sami Zayn, there is no Karrion Kross, there is no 3D, there is only me Corp CA, in God mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, the current reigning and defending. I should probably change that background there, I'm sorry. But reigning and defending International Super Chat Champ, Corp CA has spoken. Every Friday, he is defending this belt. If you want the belt, you're going to have to out-donate him, but he's already said he wants to be the greatest international champ of all time. And it's because of donations like that. Massive donation. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. But yeah, like, if you bring back Karrion Kross, what is that going to do? I don't really see them doing much. Not with this current WWE. When Triple H decides he wants to start caring again, maybe I'll get behind the idea. Maybe. All right. I got my rant out. I think WWE should be giving us better television. Period. That's how I feel about it. Tonight's episode of SmackDown was skippable. Outside of Miz and Melo, and then yes, some good wrestling across the board, you could have skipped this. Ain't nothing happened. Nothing compelling anyways. Let's move things along. Let me say hello to the people. Of course, as you know, the International Championship is on the line. Corp CA might have already won. Might have already won himself the belt again. But regardless, thank you all so much for being here. You could be anywhere here in the YouTube space. You chose me, and I'm grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your added help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Just Alex Central, and Just Alex's World. Well, try this again. Just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkers. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld. There we go. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries just to say hi and get yourself a t-shirt today for wrestling season and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hot the press. Also get you an old school The Last Man t-shirt. Get your new school Alex's World t-shirt and many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today, right here in Alex's World. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nice and 5-star heart. Alyx, a demon. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Khalil does everything. We did a danger, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, and of course Big MGM. Because it helps kids to safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube's Hub. Boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Let me say hello to the people here. I see JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog, Trey Lucado, Road Punk, Wide Skate, Road Punk. I see the Dark Angel, Mrs. Firestar Hart, and also known as Angel Hollenbeck. I was out most of the afternoon celebrating my birthday. Well, happy birthday! Thank you for celebrating with us. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We got former International Super Chat Champion Ronwell Nagales. Ronwell, I did get your email and I did get to read it. That is an awesome birthday gift. That is an awesome gift you're giving to your friend. You're the man for that. You're the man for that. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute! Ladies and gentlemen, it's that royalty I see. Every time they walk into the building, you know what you gotta do. You need to bow to the king and queen of wrestling reaction channels. Say hello to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. Good to have you here. Thank you guys for being here. I also see King Veal 24. I see Jordan Williams. I also see SD Kai. Good to have you here, Mr. Kai. Let me see here. WWE Movie Maker. Good to have you here. I see Mackenzie Johnson. Karrion Kross as a mercenary character with Scarlett by his side. That will be a very intriguing gimmick. A very intriguing indeed. I also see Joseph Winters. I want to be sure I don't miss anybody. We got Sean Swaby. Baby! Ladies and gentlemen, also, everybody, show your love to the one, the only king of the Super Chats. He is currently your International Super Chat Champion of the world. Your tribal chief, Corporate Clyde. Acknowledge him. That felt good. I feel good. YouTube member Darcy Cham is also in his house. Good to have you here, sir. Good to have you here. Alright, let's move things along. Guys, if I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It's not because I hate you. I want to go ahead and get this out the way. Because quite frankly, SmackDown was whatever. A bunch of whatever. A bunch of whatever. But we here to talk about it, so let's get to it, I guess. So they were live in the TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. Sold that baby out. No John Cena. What? No Brock Lesnar. What? No Cody Rhodes. What? What? Cody Rhodes makes sense. He's filming Street Fighter as Guile. What? That's a different one. They opened up the show with Solo Sikoa in this MFT. Oh my god, can this end, please? Can this end? I don't care. Solo Sikoa as a top heel does not work. It drains the show. Can he go back to being a comedy character? Like a loser? Please? Anyways. Sami Zayn comes out and gives "We Want Cross" chants, because that just goes to show you how well that's working out. And then he announces, hey, I'm on SmackDown now. Yeah. Sami Zayn's on SmackDown now. Like LA Knight's all of a sudden on Raw. Whatever. Don't care. So he's on SmackDown, and the first thing he decides to do is go after the United States Championship. I don't give a fuck. Who said this was a good idea? Weren't you trying to tell a story that Sami Zayn was going after the world title? And now Sami Zayn just gives up? Well, I give up on Sami Zayn. Karrion Kross is right. Bring his ass back and whoop his ass, Karrion. We want Kross. We want Kross. 6-man tag was scheduled. MFTs versus Sami, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu. By the way, there are rumors going around that Jimmy Uso put a little Jimmy in Naomi. I did see that. Those are rumors. I can't speak on that yet. But we will soon, I promise, once I have more details. Yeah, that's such a stupid reason to bring Sami to SmackDown. Not go for the world title, but go for the US title. Lord have mercy. What we doing? Alexa Bliss, flanked by Charlotte Flair, took on Piper Niven. She beats Piper Niven, and they just get their asses kicked by the Secret Hervis and Chelsea Green. Doesn't seem to be a direction with them right now, but whatever. Nia Jax is back, and she looks great. She lost a lot of weight, by the way. She's looking good. So Nia Jax came back, and she got in between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Okay, so what? We're going back to Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill and Nia Jax? No, thank you. And then Tiffany Stratton's walking backstage, and then she runs into Julia's manager, Kiana James, a lawyer, or some type of a representative. How about that? But she's out here talking about some, Ayo, I represent Julia, and she wants to shine your title, although she has a title. Why? Why, oh why? And then Me Chan walks in like, hey, bitch, remember me? I want a shot. And Kiana James was like, ha! And then walked away. Storytelling, ladies and gentlemen, ain't it great? I did enjoy this. So, I love what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes and Miz. I like that Miz is strong-arming Melo into this tag team. Like, Melo is ready to move on. Melo is ready to be a United States champ. He wants to be a champion. He hasn't won a championship yet, right? But Miz is like, well, hold on for a minute. I got you. Work with me, and I'll help you be a champion. We'll both be champions. We'll both be tag team champs. We've seen this 10,000 times, but okay. It actually works. Because the fans were getting invested while this match was happening. Fans were cheering on Carmelo Hayes, right? Fraxiom, whatever you want to call it. Fraxiom had a really good match with these two. Great match, even. You had the Wyatt Six in the crowd, because they're the Wyatt Six and they're scary. They're scary. Right? And they were haunting the MFTs backstage, too. So there's something going on there. But, yeah, we're seeing Miz and Carmelo come up in the ranks. Miz gets the pinfall, stealing the win from Carmelo Hayes, and then going backstage to set up a tag match with the Motor City Machine Gun. So, yeah, now they've entered the tag team division. Like I said, the best thing about SmackDown is the tag team division. Like, seriously, it's the best thing they got going on right now. There's actual legit stories happening, developing people, and the stuff with the Wyatt Six being the big baddies, like, this all kind of works. Outside of this, ain't shit happening on this show. And I'm being honest with you. I'm just telling it like it is. Ain't nothing going on. Like Donkey Kong. Drew McIntyre comes out. He's all like, Cody Rhodes attacked me. I didn't attack Cody Rhodes. He deserved what he got. Yeah. And he wants to regain the title. He isn't the bad guy. And he'll get back what's his, because he's the hero of the story. Okay. So, for a follow-up, this was terrible. You have all of this rich, well-told story, this lore of Drew McIntyre not winning the WWE Championship over the last, 3-4 years? Since Bobby Lashley. Since not winning it after the fans came back from the pandemic, right? He's been obsessed with winning the championship in front of a crowd for the longest time, right? That's been his obsession. It's made him who he is. It's made him dark, right? Why aren't we telling that kind of story? Why aren't we building on that? Instead, it's like, Cody attacked me, so I attacked him back. Feel sorry for me. That don't work for me, brother. Street Profits are backstage. They get confronted by the MFTs. I don't give a fuck. DIY versus the Street Profits. Good match. Street Profits win because, DIY can't win anything. I think after this, we saw the John Cena Logan Paul video package. I don't give a... Sure. R-Truth, Ron Killings. And so we're seeing R-Truth be skippy and happy and talking about John Cena being his hero. And then Alyx Black comes in and goes, bitch, where's Ron Killings? I don't like this guy. And then he just stepped into Ron Killings like, I'm decapitating now. He didn't say that, but it's like he had a dual personality switch. Where he turned his cat back and went, bitch, I'm still right here. Don't make me nook if you book. I will nuck your book. Pause. I don't know why we're pausing. That didn't sound right. It just didn't. But yeah, Aleister Black is still in the feud with Serious R-Truth. All right, I guess. And then we see Sammy, Jimmy, and Jacob Fatu backstage. Jacob Fatu's like, bitch, I don't like you. Then they had the main event, and they won. And Jacob's like, you know what? I do like you. Main event was whatever. I don't care. I do not care about Sami Zayn and Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso taking on the MFTs. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why are we doing this? Who does this elevate? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? This isn't worth it. Do something different, god damn it. But again, like there isn't much happening with WWE right now. John Cena is John Cena. Logan Paul's gonna be taking him on, and then we're gonna go to Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Jesus fucking Christ. Triple H, what's going on, buddy? Triple H, talk to me. What's going on, man? Do you need some help? I can write the show for you. Like, you give me a call, buddy. I'll write the show for you. Swear to God. Cause this ain't it. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about SmackDown. Dark Angel is 30 years old. Damn, you old. I'm just kidding. I'm older. If you're old, I'm ancient. How about that? What do you think is going to happen with Naomi? Well, I don't know. If she's pregnant, oof. Now that's gonna be rough. If she's pregnant, then oof. She's gonna be out for a long time. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know what it could be. Because I don't know how she could have hurt herself. Did she hurt herself on a house show? Was she working out? I don't know. I'm just curious to know what's been going on here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. Of course, we got a $1 donation. After he donated $100, now he wants to donate $1. There you go. Corporate Clyde. Let me switch this up a little bit. Corporate Clyde. Acknowledge him. Thank you for the donation, sir. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. A&B Combo said the show was barely mid. Nothing about tonight's show moved the needle in any significant way. Collective 6 on the rating. Yeah, it was whatever. I didn't think it was all that great at all. Nikki Cross was in the background of Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James. I missed that. So is she trying to go after Tiffany Stratton? Can she not? Sami Zayn stays stuck in mid-card purgatory. Yep. Say it again for the people in the back. Naomi hurt herself. Good question. When? I have no idea. If she hurt herself, I don't know when. Triple H, it's complicated, but if you rock Brock Lesnar, you got it. No one asked for Brock Lesnar. Who asked for? Who the fuck asked for Brock Lesnar? Who? Was it you? JJ? Sean Swaby, was it you? A&B Combos, was it you? Who the hell asked? Who the hell asked? Lord. What am I gonna do with y'all? What am I gonna do? Jordan Williams, I love AEW, but let's be honest, Cross would be jobbing to Orange Cassidy after 2 weeks. What the hell happened to Orange Cassidy? He just disappeared. It was you, Adam Ritter? You're the one that wanted Brock Lesnar to come back? You're banned. I'm joking, you're not banned. No, I love you too much. I love when Chris Jericho used to just ban people randomly. Just ban people randomly on his show. You're banned. What the fuck happened to Chris Jericho? Is he still on Ring of Honor? Does he even use Twitter? He still uses Twitter. Orange Cassidy has been sidelined. Oh, he's been sidelined with an injury? Okay. Chris Jericho's on tour, okay. How are we feeling about WWE? Let me go back and read some of your thoughts. Fun fact, Solo has been pinned in his last 4 SmackDown matches. He lost every single match on SmackDown since he won the title. No wonder his title reign has felt so bad. Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Lord. Yeah, I don't know why he has a hard-on for Solo either. David Durham says, it's not working. Trust me. Believe me. I trust you. Trust me.
I want to face Dirty Dom in a title for title match. I will win because I will get Jessica Card to ref that match, but she will be in my pocket as the +1 of the international champ. Index pointing up.
Acknowledge him. That boy said he wants to face Dirty Dom because he wants to win the hearts of the sweethearts. And he's sick of Dominic Mysterio getting all the girls. He said, you gonna be in my pocket. Be in my pocket. This guy over here. What a heel. What a heel. I'm telling y'all, man. What a heel. What a heel. I love it. You love to see it. Yeah, Jessica Carr apparently is trained to be a wrestler. I saw that too. I hope she's doing okay. She could probably outperform a lot of these women, if I'm being honest with you. The reign between Charlotte and Alexa has been met. Yeah, because there's not... That's the problem with reigns like Charlotte and Alexa. Like, they don't really have a women's tag division to make this work. Right? It's just... Blah. Blah. It's when you suck your blood. Blah. Blah. That's what it is. Logan Paul and Nikki Bella. Are you trying to kill me? Adam Ritter, you're banned again. You're banned for real this time. No, I'm joking. But don't do that again. You almost made me throw up. Oh, I almost forgot to mention we do have a Liv Morgan update, and it was very interesting. Oh, was the update that she won't be back until the beginning of next year, which is literally what I called. I said that too. I'm like, you're probably not gonna see her until the Royal Rumble, which is when we should see her. No, don't bring her back anytime before then. She needs to come back in the Royal Rumble after Dominic Mysterio and Roxanne get together. Roxanne and Dominic Mysterio get together. You're on it. Let's do it. Riding my pony. My saddle's waiting. Coming. Jump on it. If you're on it. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, you know that's gonna happen, right?
I think Dom wins Triple A title and AJ wins IC title at Clash. Also thoughts on Ace Austin in himself Club AEW.
Sorry. What was I talking about? I got lost in the sauce there for a minute. I don't know what happened. I just blanked for like 2 seconds there. Alright, sorry. Where was I? Izzy. WWE 2 focus on booking for Pops and footage for the Unreal show. It's money driven. The WWE we knew is dead. I can't believe I'm saying it. Hold on, Izzy. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, Izzy. I don't agree with that. Let's calm down. I do think they're going to turn it up a little bit. Ron Webb Nogales. Thanks, Alex. I gave my best friend my birthday gift because Cena's farewell tour, because once he hits December, he's done. And we're still friends from high school. Aww. That's a buddy right there. That's a buddy. How much were those John Cena, how much is it to get a John Cena, what's it called again? What did you get? Was it a cameo? It was a cameo. Alright, I was like, I forgot. What did he get from John Cena? How much was it for a John Cena cameo? Let me look it up. Let me look up cameo. There will be right here. Be dining. Can't seem to find it. Is he on okay, I don't even think he's on Cameo. No, he doesn't have a cameo. Never mind. Let me go back and reread your email, Ronwell. Let me see exactly how you got what you got for him. I don't know why I thought cameo. I have a lot of things, man. Plans to surprise my best friend. We don't usually not trying to. So I put my cameo request for Julian. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know why I thought John Cena. Oh, that's so cool, bud. That's still so cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me, bud. That's really cool. That's really cool, man. Yeah, if John Cena was on Cameo, yeah, that shit would be like what? $1,000? Ain't no way he ain't doing it for no 500. Yeah, you gonna be spending money. Corpse EA says I can't be in a love triangle because first I cheat on Nia with Io, and then I cheat on Io with Stephanie. And then the three of them will beat my tail, and I will enjoy them giving me those hands. Whoa, sir. Whoa, sir. Pause. What you mean by that? Giving them those hands. Sounds like a BDSM kind of thing. Not judging. Not judging. That's your thing. That's your thing. I'm just giving them your hands. I'm just like, oh, and out. That's the champ, ladies and gentlemen. That's the champ. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching me. As you guys know, 2 weeks from tomorrow will be Clash in Paris, where we will crown a new world champ. As you guys know, the current world champ is in the ridiculous, but he will not be here to defend his belt that day. We will be crowning a new champ because he did retire. And unfortunately, this will be the last time you see his name. We will be crowning a new champ. So if you're coming forward, be sure you bring your best shot. But that's 2 weeks from tomorrow. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching me. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. I love you all. I love A&B Convos. He says, great stream as always. Thank you, Alex. Have a great night, everyone. We acknowledge you. Corp CA, they acknowledge you. I acknowledge you too. One more time, before you leave, throw them fingers up in the air. Corp CA, we acknowledge you. That's going to do it for me. I will catch you guys. So, Monday is going to be interesting because I am taking a lady friend of mine out to lunch. So, I might be here Monday. I might not. We'll play it by ear. Okay. We'll play it by ear. But if I'm not here Monday, I'll make it up to you. I'll be here Tuesday or something like that, and we'll do extra live streams. I might do an AEW live stream just to make you happy. But regardless, I'll be here next weekend, though. Next week for SmackDown. Because Corp CA is defending that belt every single week. So until then, I'll catch you guys next time. Right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever. But forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
Oh, when you're when